In order to keep parents and carers and our staff safe, we're going to be holding our parents' evenings virtually during the pandemic. This tutorial video is going to show you how we're approaching this and how you can join your appointments on Parents' Evening. In the video, I'm going to give you an overview of how we're holding our Parents' Evenings virtually. I'm going to show you how to join the meetings, what it looks like to wait in the lobby, how to leave your appointment and to join the next one, and then finally where you can get help and support ahead of Parents' Evening or on the evening if you've got any technical issues. So the first thing you need to be aware of is an email will go out to you as parents and carers with a PDF which will contain all of the teachers' names that are holding Parents' Evening appointments, and next to the name will be a meeting link where you can join their meeting. We're going to be holding these Parents' Evenings on Microsoft Teams. Each appointment will be limited to 5 minutes as per a normal face-to-face Parents' Evening, but we'll have to be really strict with timings so that we have enough time to get around each parent. You'll be joining as a guest, so there's no need for you to create a Microsoft Teams account. You'll be asked to wait in a lobby area ahead of your appointment and waiting here until the teacher lets you into the meeting. I'll then provide you with help and support email address for you to be able to contact a member of staff on the evening or ahead of the day if you've got any issues. So to join your Parents' Evening appointments, we recommend that you use a PC or a Mac, whether that be a laptop or a desktop computer, because this seems to have the fewest technical issues from our experience so far with our Meet the Tutor evenings for Year 12 and Year 7 parents. So from the PDF document that you're sent via email, you need to follow the link to the teacher's meeting appointment slot. Microsoft Teams will then open in an internet browser window. Select Continue on this browser. You are then asked to enter a guest username, and we're going to ask that you enter the initials, first and last initial, for your son or daughter, followed by their date of birth. This allows us to sort through the lobby and make sure we select the right parent for their meeting time. It also allows us to, for security purposes, to make sure that we've got the correct person in the meeting before disclosing any personal or sensitive information. If you're joining from a mobile or a tablet device, you will need to download the Microsoft Teams app, as it will not let you join the meetings from the web browser app such as Safari or Google Chrome or any other mobile-based internet browser. You can still sign in as a guest and you do not need to create an account. Once you've downloaded the app, you can then go back to the PDF from your email and it will open the app automatically and join you in for that teacher's meeting. You cannot enter a username via the mobile or tablet app, so you'll need to be ready to confirm the full name of your student, your son or daughter, and their date of birth. I'm now going to take you over to Microsoft Teams in the web browser view and show you what this looks like. So here is an example of a PDF document that we would have created for a Parents' Evening. You'll see that the teachers are organised by subjects, and then next to the teacher's name you will see a hyperlink to the Microsoft Teams meeting for that teacher. Students will collect meeting appointments for you in the same ways that they normally would for a face-to-face Parents' Evening. Tutors give them a template Word document which they take to their lessons, and then teachers give them available slots and they bring that home to you, and then you'll know which teachers you're meeting at which time. For the purpose of this video, I've created an example meeting here with an imaginary teacher called Mr. John Smith, and you can see here that if I click this hyperlink it will take us to a web browser view of the Microsoft Teams meeting. I'm using Microsoft Chrome for this video, and you'll see that when I open the hyperlink it asks me if I would like to open Microsoft Teams in the app version or in the web browser. That's because we're using Microsoft Teams as a school, which you might be doing on if you're using your work computer. You may use Microsoft Teams already. We're going to click cancel if that's the case, because we want to join as a guest user rather than with either your organisation or your own personal Microsoft Teams account. So that then brings us up with 3 options here. All you need to do is click continue on this browser, and what this will do is open the Microsoft Teams meeting in our internet browser window. When this opens, we're able to enter our guest username here. You can turn your video and your audio on or off. I suggest turning these off initially when you first join the meeting, and then putting them on when the teacher lets you into the meeting. So I'm going to put example, or no, let's put example initials. So, and then my example date of birth. So the initials of the student and the date of birth here. I'm going to click the join button. And what you'll notice is it will say when the meeting starts, we'll let people know you're waiting. That means the meeting has not yet started. If I go and now start the meeting as a teacher, you'll be able to see what this message changes to and how it will look like when you wait in the lobby. You'll see that the message now changes to say we've let people in the meeting know that you're waiting. So that means the teacher has obviously started this meeting appointment. They must be with the parent before you on the meeting slot, and therefore you'll wait here in this lobby area until the teacher lets you into the meeting. If I now go on and let this imaginary parent in to the meeting as a teacher, you'll see what the teacher view will look like. Okay, so now that I've let myself as an imaginary parent into the meeting as a teacher, it looks a bit strange because you can see me twice on the screen here, but the big image is going to be the teacher, and you can see and talk to them. In the bottom right hand corner you see this little thumbnail here and another video camera, and that one there is your video. So you can see yourself in the bottom right hand corner, and then you can see the big view of the teacher. You're now going to be in the meeting until you're asked to leave the meeting, and the teacher will then go to their next appointment with the next parent that they'll let into from the lobby, and you'll go back to the PDF and you will join your appointment with the next teacher. Okay, so when ready to leave your appointment and to join the next one, it's quite straightforward. You firstly need to click the hang up button. You then close a browser window, you go back to the PDF and you click the hyperlink to join your next appointment with the next member of staff on your list of appointments. There's a screenshot here. The hang up button will be very familiar, and it's very similar to every other platform that you might have been using during the pandemic. If we go back to our meeting, we'll see we can click the hang up button. We can then close the browser window. We can then go back to our PDF, and we can now select the next member of staff that we'd like to join their meeting. It will open it up in a new browser window, and we can then carry on with our next appointment. Again, you'll be asked to wait in the lobby. We click the cancel button, continue on this browser, and we wait in the lobby until the teacher lets us into the meeting. On the evening, we will have help and support available. We're going to ask our ICT support team to be available to support teachers, walk around the rooms and check any technical issues that they may be having on our end. But also, the info@guilsborough.northants.sch.uk email address will be monitored on the evening. So if you have any questions or technical issues, or you'd like to reach out to the teachers if you're struggling to make contact, please do email us on the night and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But also, please feel free to contact us ahead of Parents' Evening with any questions or concerns you've got about how to use Microsoft Teams for the virtual meetings. I hope this has been helpful. If you've got any questions, as I say, please contact us via the school email address or via telephone, and we'll be happy to help.